What up, gang? Sup, dude? What up, Daniel? Market open, brother. I haven't set up the Zoom yet. I will be doing that either today during Asian, so I can have it ready tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start dropping the Zoom links. I have to pay for the upgrade so that I can have more than a 30-minute session on Zoom. But I've been lazy and I haven't paid for the upgrade yet. But I gotta do it so that way I can have people on Zoom. Yeah, but you guys got to get in this on the we got to be talking like to the second, not with like a 3-second delay. But dude, Market Mechanic called some beautiful trades today. A beautiful trade today. I also took his trade on the competition account. I'm up 1% today. So it's only been a day, but I'm up 1% on the competition account. I actually did not have any L's today. Or did I? I did. Was it this one? What day is today? Oh yeah, I got stopped out today on sells. But I had a pretty decent day. Today's the 25th? No, so this was last night. So yeah, today these are my 3 trades today. This one should have ran, but I did not set a stop loss, so they market executed my close. This one was a 0.5 for 82, so what's that, like 18 pips, almost 20 pips. And then this one was a 0.1 for 69, so you can either read that as 690 pips, or sorry, as 69 pips. These are my only 2 trades today. But this one should have been a winner. That one was this trade here on the Nasdaq. Actually, these were... I don't think this is correct, because I had 2 entries. I had 3.5s that I took here. Oh, my mother's calling. Nope. So let's see what the market's doing. Bro, yes, much easier without the trailing drawdown. As long as these platforms stay this good without this issues, and as long as what's it called, and as long as they continue to pay out, then I'll be fine, bro. Because what I took in total, a bunch of tiny little trades. Like, look at these trades with a 0.5, 127, 124, 31, 330 on this 0.1. This was a savage move on the Nasdaq. This was quick. You can see right here I entered at, or where is the, does it have an entry time? Oh, entry time at 17:20, and then I closed it at 17:23. So in 3 minutes it drove like 150 pips. My dog. I was just speaking about the sell that. See, this history doesn't have the other sell that I took, because I took a 0.1 sell. Oh yeah, it does right here. This was my trades today. There we go. This wasn't showing. Yeah, these are my trades today. Banging fucking trades. See, this is the one where it closed me. They closed this buy right here. I closed all three of these. Well, I closed this one first, and it said because I soft breached. And then then I entered again and again, and then both of these got closed again, soft breach. And I set a stop loss finally. But yeah, bro, this was my day today. This was a swing, so I caught 23 pips on it. So market mechanic called some beautiful shorts, I believe right here. And when he called that, I was in through my own scalp a little bit higher up. So my sell was at 26,679. $26,679. So I entered up here. So he called the short. Yes, no, so no, I'm tripping. He called the entry here, I believe. He called the entry here on this break possibly. And then I entered 667, so I entered up here, literally at this wick. I attempted a short off the highs. And then I caught 20 pips here, which I could have kept holding, but you know, I'm a pussy. I've been using a 0.5 on the FTM. I'm sorry, on this 50K, and a 0.1 on the Nasdaq. But the 0.1 on the Nasdaq is the same as a 0.5. Let me remove this. I don't look at that. So let's see what we can be looking for Asian. What did today do? So today we spent the day consolidating, kind of rejecting here. Not well, on the higher time frame it looks like we were consolidating. Started the day not doing shit in the morning, and then we drove up, tested the highs, and then came back down, formed a support. We respected support and we came up. So are we forming lower lows now to come down? We're starting to cross the EMA. We broke into this little mini range here. Are we coming down to fill? We already came down, we tested, and now we're coming down again. Damn, this is looking clean. This would be the daily lows. This level's strong here. Know sometimes that it doesn't make sense. Man, this is looking clean for me. whenever gold is ranging, you have a higher probability of it bouncing back and forth between support and resistance. So if you can literally just take trades within the range, and only take trades within the range. So a lot of people will start to mark up every single support and resistance that they see, every single high or low. Initially, I like to start marking off my daily highs and my daily lows, my previous daily highs, my previous daily lows, and I like to identify where they're at. I didn't identify any of them now because we're so far from the previous daily low. We're 280 pips from the previous daily low. So I'm only really looking at our daily range here and seeing what I can catch within this range. A lot of the times you're looking for a break of the previous daily high or the previous daily low to bounce off, or you're looking for those kinds of areas. So basically I look for areas where price has driven off in the past before. So as this candle was coming down towards the end of the day, I would have marked off this level right here. And what happened as soon as price got to this level? We started to struggle here. That tells me this level is very important. So for me to take sells past this level, I would have to have extra confirmation because I know that that level is a very strong level of support. So what do you see here? You start to see that there's closures here. So you got to understand that this is a strong level. So it just depends. Let's see. How can I explain it? I look for key levels where price has driven off in the past before, and then once price gets to that level, I look to see how it got there and then what it's forming at that level in order to decide if it's gonna reject or bounce off that level or act the way that I think it's supposed to act. So I know that this is a strong area of support. So if price is coming down, we're closing with barely a bottom wick, then price came down first, forming a bottom wick and flipped bullish. That's giving me an indication that this is a strong level of support and price is reacting on it as a support. So what can you do to confirm that it's reacting at it as support? You start to see what is the candle, what's it forming, what's it doing. So right now we're starting to form minor support, which tells you that price is reacting to this level and it's validating it as a level of a strong level of support. Look at the 4 hour, that's a 4 hour support. And what happened on the market open, as soon as we got to this level, we tapped it, we tried to break through and we failed. So this right here tells me this is a strong level of support and I gotta watch and see. So right now we're trailing underneath the 10 SMA. If we start to close above and cross over the SMA, that starts to invalidate the trend, the sell trend that we're starting to form. So you really want to trade trending markets like right here. See how when price broke below here, we started to ride underneath the 10 SMA completely. Price is just forming lower lows, lower highs, all the way down. The second that you start to cross over, you start to see that price will react a little bit differently. So if you were to take sells here, this could have been a good stop loss, because once you break through this area and you start to close above, that will start to invalidate your trade, because at that point the market isn't trending anymore. And you really want to catch trending trades. You don't want to be caught in the chop. You know what I mean? Like market mechanic spent like 3 days, I believe, with barely taking anything significant, and then he was like, he was feeling that FOMO because me and his buddy were catching some shorts last night, but he wasn't seeing his setup. And then what happened today? He saw his perfect sell setup, and it was right up here. So he waited 3 days, 2 days of watching everybody catch a trade so that he could catch this trade. And look, he caught this whole move. He's been in this for this entire time. He trimmed down here. So how many pips is this? That's 150 pips. So I caught like 30 pips yesterday, 20 pips the day before. In total, I'm up exactly 100 pips in the last day and a half, right? And he's up 150 pips in the same amount of time, only taking one trade with the swing mindset. So, but how did he identify that area? We're gonna see later on his stream, but you know that these are the daily highs. Not every level means something. Right now we don't have as much data to really. First trim at 100, that's savage. So you took your first trim like right here at this wick down. So yeah, that would have been, that's good, bro. There was literally no bullish candles until your first trim. Yeah, bro, literally no bullish candles until your first trim. Beautiful, bro. Yeah, bro. Market Mechanic calls these kinds of trades a lot. He's a swing trader, and he dabbles in other stuff here and there, but mainly his channel is 100% swings. And I think on stream he's up like 1,000 pips almost this year, 800 pips, and the Telegram is up quite a bit more. Yeah, watch the momentum, and if it blows through the TPs, I hold until the momentum gets caught off. Yeah, I agree. I actually took a trade earlier. I'm not going to be able to pull it up on here. I think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. So I took a buy here earlier. And then Javier's like, yo, look at your trade. No, that was on the Nasdaq. Check this out. This is why you have to look back at all your trades and understand where you messed up and where you could have done better, because it was right here. So I took a buy right here on the Nasdaq, and you'll see it right here. Nas 100, the entry was 1999.98. No, that wasn't the entry. 1942.95. So I entered right here. Long position 1942 right here. And then where are you at, bitch? 1942, and I closed at 1916. So I closed at 19, that's 1960. Oh, that's my stop loss. Where's the closure? 59. So yeah, right here. So this was my trade. This shit ran for an extra 35 pips after I closed at 16 pips. So it ran for an extra 35 pips. So you have to really lock that down and analyze that and say, okay, out of all of my trades this week, 7 of them ran for 30 to 40 pips before coming back to my entry. And the other 3, I closed at the perfect spot. So let's say I hold my trades longer because I know that 70% of my trades are going to drive 30 to 40 pips. This trade drove 50 pips in total, and I closed at 16 impulsively instead of trying to leave a runner. So you really have to look back at your trades and analyze and see, okay, cool. All of my trades are running. 70% of them are running. So there is no point in closing at 10 to 16 pips when I can hold knowing that 70% of my trades are going to run. So even though my win rate is going to be a little bit lower because I am going to be taking a couple more losses, it doesn't matter because I take a loss for 40, 50 pips, but I caught 50 pips on the move previously, 150 pips on the move previously. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and all these songs, they're getting copywritten too. I literally got copywritten by like 9 songs. but it's straight. I don't care. It says it's not affecting my views. It's just giving those artists a shout out. But one thing I learned from Market Mechanic that I really do enjoy is the 10 SMA. And you can see how it rides the trend line. And then if you look down on the 1 minute, not the 1 second, the 1 minute, you really start to see the trend, bro. You really start to see it trending. So when I took this trade here, when I took that buy, where was that? When I took this buy, why did I close it? Look how it's riding the SMA perfectly. So if I would have waited until it broke into the SMA, I would have taken a little bit better. I would have closed here. But see, if I would have just waited, I could have had all this where I could have taken partials. But see, at this first sign of a pullback, I closed instead of, like I should have, taken a partial here, set my stop loss to break even. At the next pullback, take another partial, and then leave the final third running, which would have got stopped out at break even by a fucking hair. But you see what I'm saying? You see how it rides this perfectly? What's the point of closing before it crosses over? Could have had a second entry here, a second entry here. The closure above, fake back into range, price flip, break the highs. Sorry, I'm burping. Right, exactly. I sacrificed my win rate for a higher RR. I lowered my win rate so that I can have a higher RR. Like for this trade that I took here. How do I open this? Whatever. This trade that I took here, I had no drawdown, bro. So out of all the trades that I took today, the only one that I had drawdown on was this buy that I took on gold before coming up. But even then, I barely had any drawdown right here. I entered on the... Actually, yeah, I entered on the break of this candle. And then it broke the candle and it closed doji and then it came back. So I was in drawdown for this much. So out of all my trades, if I'm only in drawdown this much, I don't need a large stop loss. There's no point, because I know that if the trade does go against me and it starts breaking these lows, I'm wrong and I'm going to take sells the other way. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to just take sells the other way. So I've been trying to set up my trades to where if I'm wrong, sells the other way is what makes the most sense. Because when I had this stop loss, what do you see right here? You see price starts to reject this area. You see price is rejecting here, rejecting here, rejecting here. If price were to come up, activate my entry, and then re-break the lows, what are you now getting? You now are getting a break of these highs. And this is happening. Let me see if I can change the color of this. And this is happening, which would mean a break of these lows right here would indicate sells to the bottom of the range. So in a lot of cases, I would flip my entry and I would take my shorts coming this way with my stop loss above here, and I would take my short to come down. So if I get stopped out for my entry was here 23 pips, all I need is 23 pips on this entry, which would be my closest break-even point would be 25 pips. So you close 80% there, you secure the majority of your loss back, and then your runner will be what gives you the profit. Because if you did respect this area, attempt to break the highs, fail, and then you came down and broke the lows, that tells you that the break of the highs wasn't the trade, it was the rejection break of the lows, that it respected this order block or whatever you call it. You know, everybody's got a name. I don't even know what order blocks are, supply and demand, but that's what it looks like to me. This area here. So these are zones that I like to mark. I mark this area and I look how price reacted here, respected perfectly. Price here, respected perfectly. So I'm now going to validate this zone as a proper zone as price is moving. So I like to look through at active zones. And then you also have to keep an account the weekly flip, the daily flip. So when I look at my gold chart on TradingView, I have a couple of different indicators on here. like my daily candle. So you can see the daily candle flip and the daily candle come down, up and down, so you can see what's happening. So right now the daily is breaking its own highs. So we started forming support here. We're having a scoop of the SMA. The daily is starting to break its own highs. So you could very well have some decent buys here, maybe to this top of the range, because I'm still bearish. So you're looking for a small pullback on this trend. You would have a stop loss either at the daily break of the lows or at the low here, and then you would probably target anywhere in these wicks. So that's also a trade idea that you could have. So this SMA is starting to scoop already. We're starting to ride it on the 1 minute. As soon as you break those daily highs, you could take a buy literally almost right now. And with your stop loss right here, how many pips is that? $29 pips. And then with the target of somewhere like right here, a 1-to-1. So these are the kind of scalps that I'll be taking. I don't start trading until 7:30, so these are just ideas I'm spitting out, but I really don't start trading until 7:30. When I look back at my last like 300 trades, all of my losses happened before 7:30 and after 9:30 at night, and then before 7 in the morning and after 11 in the morning. So there's no point in me taking any trades past those times or before those times, because that tells me that it's either too early and my brain is fried, or it's too late and my brain is fried. So my brain has peak performance from 7:30 to 9:30 and peak performance from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. max 11 a.m. And after that, my brain performance is whacked. See what the dollar index did today. So the dollar rallied today. Oh no, that was the rally. Yes, no, that was today. The dollar rallied all day today. Holy shit. Looks like we might have found a high. See, this is when I start to validate areas. Because not every area matters. So I would take the median. I learned this from Don. I would take the median. All these resistances here. And then this, we're going to, where is the settings? Am I tripping? Bet. So all these resistances, right? So I'll take my box line with the line in the middle, and now that white line is my oh no. This white line would be my resistance level that I would be looking to tap as my median level. So that level was like somewhere like up here. So we didn't quite make it there. We didn't quite make it to the majority median of all these resistances here. We have a major gap here, so we didn't quite make it. So for me to really think that this is the top, I would need a little bit more confirmation, because just because we're here, we haven't really tapped it yet. So we tapped this area and we rejected, but this area is strong as well, and we also have some support here. So if you wanted to take sells,
Let's go have some fun.
you'd want another pullback to the retest the highs and then come down, which would give you a trend line break to those who trade trend lines. Once you get that re-break up to the, once you get that double top up here, come down, break the trend line, you have a double top, you would have a fake out to the upside, then price would come down, close below, retesting the daily high, crossing over the EMA. Once you get those kinds of setups, then we can start to say the dollar is bearish, but we could literally just blow right through this bullshit, especially with how we flew up today. What's good, Bougie? This is a trade idea that I had. I don't start trading until 7:30, but I just popped it up just in case. See what happens. I was explaining how on the competition account I'm up 1% today. Not the competition, I'm sorry. I'm doing a funded challenge of 50K. They give you an extra 12%, so it's 62.5. So I'm up 500 bucks, 550. I'm starting to mark up some important lines. So we're pretty close to the previous daily high. Far as fuck from the previous daily low. Look at that. We're literally just bouncing in between these ranges right here. So Asian session might just be, well, this is a pretty big range. This is a 150 pip range. What lot size have you been using? I've been using 0.5s. I've been using 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. These are partial closers. This was the trade that I really wanted to talk about right here, bro. I took a sell right here. Then I added bro, look at this horrible first trade right here that I took. I took Wix's signal and I didn't realize that 1.5 lots was the max lots that I can that I could use. The previous daily low, why is it different on, it's different on my broker, that's why I said that. Oh, this is the current daily low. At 8 p.m. is when my market rolls over. That's when my daily candle rolls over. That's why. Yeah, I got yeah. My daily candle close is different. That's why I see. That's why you have to look at both of them, bro. Cuz even though that's trading view, that's the broker. Damn, no top wick, no bottom wick on today's daily. No, it's over here. This is a little paper trade that I took. We got the bougie scoop right here. 0.8 to 1.2. I've been
0.8 because 40 pips is roughly half a percent. No, you're looking at the wrong candle. You're looking at Monday.
Yeah, I use a 0.5 so I can scale in that other 0.5 and then a final 0.2 or another 0.5 so I can do a 1.5 total. But yeah, I like to scale in if I go into drawdown to a full one lot. But lately I've been just doing the 0.5s, trying to catch 20 pips because that's $100. Because if I do $200 a day within 25 trading days, I would reach the limit, the target. But I've done 500 already in a day, risking. What's my biggest loss on here? $207, $109. So I've lost 0.5% was my biggest loss. I was in drawdown. My largest drawdown was like $500, and I didn't. And actually, $400. I almost got stopped out on that one and almost lost 500. It was this one right here. That's why I swung this trade. I was down like $400 and then I closed it for 330, so almost a 1-to-1. So it played out. Oh, Nightbot is already here. All right, what commands y'all want on Nightbot? Give me some commands. What do you want Bougie to say? Beautiful. There we go. What'd you guys take today? Anything interesting? Yeah, this is what I'm expecting today. I'm expecting some sort of retest of these areas for a continuation down. That's what I would really like. That's what I would prefer, actually. It might just be the only thing I look for today. I would like it to come up here and then start to come down again. And then I would like to take some entries. This is what I would prefer. This is what I would prefer tonight. I'm still bearish, but we would need a top wick on the daily. So if we start coming up to these sorts of areas here and start to reject we could take some nice sells coming down. We kind of already did breakdown. If we just come up, retest it, you know, make a nice top wick for the daily and come down, that'd be clean. Something like that. I'm still bearish, to be honest, especially after rejecting all-time highs again. So we made new highs, and then we came up, made new highs again, and then failed to make highs, and then we came and tried to make highs again and rejected at this high, and then we started to come back down again. So after we rejected this area here, it could be just another lower low, or a lower low before or a higher low, I'm sorry, before driving up. That's why I would like it to come to this area here and then fake out back into range so that we can take some sells on the push down and possibly be break even somewhere in this area. What's it called? I don't know. Yeah, bro. See you later for Asian. I think that if we keep driving up here and then start rejecting for market open, bro, I think we can get some more sales coming down. That's what I would prefer. Another. I mean, who knows, bro? We made new highs during Asian last night, so we could have some beautiful possibilities. You are kind of just bouncing off here. What up, Jonathan? How are you, bro? Keeping you guys updated on my progress, bro. I really want to be held accountable. I pass way too many funded challenges and do so well and make so much profit on them and then end up blowing it being a greedy bastard, bro. I really need to be held more accountable, and having trading buddies that you tell your trades to every day, and now coming onto the live streams and recapping my morning and the day before with you guys is really gonna push me to the max, bro. Yeah, bro, look at this beautiful $500 day, risking $200 per trade max. Literally within 2 days would have $1,000 and I can request payout on the Forex firm within a couple of days. Like, bro, come on, it just doesn't compare. I mean, once you get your 20 in Apex and you reach the limit and you do the 2 months of legwork, then yeah, Apex is worth it. But until then, bro, I think that my skills are better suited for these Forex firms, especially with how well I'm doing and how within 2 days of trading good, I can request a withdrawal, take my money, and then once I get paid out, if I do have a bad day, I'm already sitting with $1,000 in my pocket. I've been saving, bro, to fund my live account. I haven't found a decent firm that would give me the decent enough spreads. But yeah, bro, I've been saving up. I'm trying to fund my live account with several $1,000s, so that I could trade it for real and, risk $100, $200 a day on it. So if I'm risking $100 to $200 a day off like a $3,000, $4,000 account, I could be making numbers like this, $500 in a day. And that's beautiful. So if I'm doing that, trading Forex, or if I trade, Forex for the first few days, I reach my payout limit. Now I can't trade the account until the money hits my bank account. I'll go trade my live for the other couple days, make the same amount of money on the live the next couple of days, and then. But yeah, bro, I was depositing like $100 every week, and then I was just like literally putting in the money and then seeing a 10 pip gain being $3 and saying, nah, bro, I can't do that. But I also can't risk 50% of the account, so I have to put money in there. Um, how's this little trade plan? Not bad. See there, we haven't started breaking down below the EMA. Prices starting to close below. It's forming perfect structure on the 5-minute on its way up. It's forming decent structure. I mean, we are starting to cross the EMAs here, so I would be a little wary. I would likely move my stop loss if the 5-minute starts to come down over here, which would be the daily break of low. So I'll move my stop loss up. So this is how I actively manage the trade, because what did we see here? The push was riding it completely. Now that we're starting to cross it, this may be the scoop before the push up. You see what I'm saying? So it might just be scooping it before coming up. So that's why I like to use this to really trail my trades. I'm not trying to close off the first 10 pips. I'm going to use that to trail when I'm going to close my trades. I've never traded with indicators, but this is the only one that I'm like, all right, I understand how it's working and how I can use it in confluence with my already learned price action. I would do my price action analysis, and then I would throw in the indicator on after and see how the indicator reacted to my price action analysis and how I could have used it to better my analysis. And this is one of those live examples of me using the EMA to hold the trade, to move the stop loss and manage the stop loss, and to continue holding a trade that's trickling up and or trickling down. 10 pips would be here. So this level is a level that's very tricky to be at, but 10 pips would be there, which is not bad. Did it scoop? It's starting to fully scoop, yeah. So this is the live example of a trade that I would have taken, but I don't trade until 7:30, but just marked it up on the charts. Yeah, bro, I see you guys, bro. A lot of guys just struggle with the mental aspect, but especially me. That's been one of the hardest. Hey, 8 concurrent viewers, my people, bro. I fuck with all of you guys, bro. You guys are awesome, dude. You guys are amazing. What's up, Turpy? Technically, no, I'm not in this trade. This was just a trade idea that I broke down right now, and I marked it up. Breaking down how I trail it through the EMAs and how I move my stop loss and everything. I don't trade until 7:30, so I'm not gonna break my plan, even though the setup is happening. But yeah, this is just an idea, and I'm speaking how I manage it. See, look, we just scooped now, so we should see a pop to the upside, especially now that we're breaking the highs. We just scooped. The 5-minute closed above again, so we should see a nice pop to the upside. This level here might be tricky, but at this point, you would likely move your stops to break even, which would be just under 10 pips, so the entry could have been better. So we have to ride the EMA. If we don't ride it, the trade idea is less likely to play out. See how these little minor levels here are tricky, but you have to trust your bullish momentum and trust Oh, there's 15 no bottom wick. I did not see that. 15 no bottom wick equals break even. This 15 needed a bottom wick, retesting the EMA, and that would have been beautiful. We just crossed on the 15 clearly, so I think we have a good enough entry that we can see a nice pop. What's up, Turpy? How'd you do today? Hey, Adrian Joseph, a new subscriber, my man. BE hit. Yeah, I'll stream for another 10 minutes, and that way market mechanic can huh. What the hell? Nightbot? Why'd you Nightbot? Spam protection. Excessive caps disabled. Alright, Alfredo, say that again. Nightbot, come on, man. It's okay, bro. Alfredo, I made you a moderator. It's my cousin, bro. Can't be doing that. Yeah, bro. I'll go for another few more minutes so I can let my some of my friends come in and give me that view. Yeah, you can't override Nightbot. But yeah, bro, let me see if I can show you. Nah, I'm not able to. Damn, bro. This rejection here, almost tapping the line that I wanted it to reject off of. If we start to get some closures down into this area, market open at 8 could be very, very interesting, bro. Very interesting. Yeah, Barfredo, I trade early because my mentor wicks 9 trades in the morning, New York, from 8 in the morning to like around 10, 11. I'm doing the post New York pre-Asian analysis, what we saw for New York, what we could expect for Asian, and I'm also sharing my journey on this funded challenge, and then Market Mechanic is doing the Asian session from 8 to 11, whatever time he normally gets off. So I have a little mini time window that's perfect for me and perfect for the stuff, because right now at 7 I'm about to go to the gym. By the time I come back home, I eat. It's 8, Asian starts, and I can sit down and chill out. Sometimes I don't get home till like 9, so I wouldn't be able to do an Asian session consistently or nothing like that. That's why my dog Market Mechanic, 8 o'clock sharp on the dot. Don't sleep. Let's check it out right now. Let's check out his page. Market Mechanic at 8 o'clock, guys. Market Mechanic. 344 subs, guys. Come on. Dude had 90 subs and y'all have boosted him up 300 subs. Y'all are savages. Come on now. Let's post his link. How do I share his page? How do you share somebody's page? Hey bro, I would love to share your page if only I knew how. Well, how do you post a link on here? No, this is the email that this is the... Oh, I got you. I got you. Nightbot. Boom. Command. So this is gonna be if y'all want his link, mechanic link. That way if you want his normal, just type in mechanic. Type in Market Mechanic, would fucking take forever. Alright, gang. That's gonna be it for me, to be honest. I'm gonna roll out to the gym. I think we've had some banger a banger session today. I think that we have some good breakdowns of what we can expect for Asian. We kind of slowed down, but very bearish. I think market mechanic is still in the sell, and now that we're rejecting this area, we're getting that break and retest that I was talking about earlier, how I said I wanted a break and retest of this level, and it's starting to happen. I don't trade until maybe in 30 more minutes. We might get a sell coming down to the downside here. Keep an eye out for that, and if you do catch it, DM me, hit me on Instagram, all that shit, bro. See you guys later for Market Mechanics Asian session. Take it easy, gang.